This is Jarrod Horak, and in this horse racing video, I will analyze the Grade 2 $400,000 Fairgrounds Oaks on Saturday, March 22nd. And this is a Kentucky Oaks 2025 points race. And through the first 25 races on my Road to the Oaks video series, my top choices have 10 wins, 4 runner-up finishes, and 3 show finishes. And 2 of my top choices have scratched, so I'm officially 10 for 23 on the Road to the Oaks. And I posted my latest Kentucky Oaks 2025 report yesterday at the runawayhorse.com on my Kentucky Oaks page. And that report includes the latest Oaks news, points race recaps, updated point standings, and my top 5 Oaks contenders. So you can check out that article now at the runawayhorse.com, and I will include a link to that report in the video description below. And I also will be covering the Louisiana Derby, Bourbon Oaks, and Jeff Ruby Stakes on my channel later this week, along with some other handicapping videos. So stay tuned for those. And in addition to my Santa Anita full cards that I offer each day, I am offering a full card for the 12-race Louisiana Derby Day program at Fairgrounds on March 22nd. And you can purchase my full cards individually, or you can buy the Fairgrounds and Santa Anita cards together on March 22nd as part of my weekly Saturday special for $16. You can go to the runawayhorse.com on my shop page to pre-purchase those cards now, and I will email them out when analysis is complete later this week. And I send out my full cards 1 to 2 days before race day. And I also will be offering a Kentucky Oaks Day full card later this spring at Churchill, along with my annual Triple Crown Series full cards. And those Derby and Oaks Day full cards will be available Kentucky Derby week. And the early weather forecast for March 22nd at Fairgrounds calls for partly cloudy skies with a high temperature of 77. Now we're going to meet the field for the Fairgrounds Oaks, and I will give out my contenders from last to first. This is the 11th race at Fairgrounds on March 22nd, Grade 2 $400,000 Fairgrounds Oaks, 3-year-old fillies, mile and a 16th on the main track. 6:08 p.m. Eastern is the scheduled post time. Breaking from the inside post, Girl Math with Flavian Pratt aboard. This one was 5th in an 11-horse field in the Cincinnati Trophy last time out. Gowells Delight is number 2 for Kenny McPeak. Brian Hernandez Jr. is aboard this one. Was 2nd, beaten more than 6 lengths behind Good Cheer in the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra last time out. Ahavah is number 3, a second-time starter for trainer Cherie DeVoe, and Jose Ortiz will ride, and he rode this one to a wire-to-wire victory from the inside post in her 6-furlong debut on February 15th. Jenkin is number 4 for trainer Lindsay Schultz, and Florent Giroux is going to ride, and this one was up the track in the Grade 3 Honeybee last time out. Her Laugh is number 5. Whitworth Beckman is the trainer, and Irad Ortiz Jr. will ride, and she was 2nd in the Suncoast Stakes last time. Bless the Broken, number 6 for trainer William Walden. Axel Concepcion is the pilot. This one was 3rd in the Rachel Alexandra. Number 7 is Good Cheer for trainer Brad Cox. Luis Saya is aboard, and this one is 5 for 5 lifetime, easy winner of the Rachel Alexandra last time out. Probably a heavy favorite in this race. Number 8, Secret Faith, a Louisiana-bred filly with a 7 for 8 record, and the race that she lost, she finished 2nd, so she's had some good success in the Louisiana-bred ranks. And then number 9, Quickick for trainer Tom Amos, and this filly finished 5th in a 13-horse field in the Grade 3 Honeybee last time out. That was her first start of 2025. Now we'll go last to first in the Fairgrounds Oaks. The horse that I picked to finish 9th and last in here is number 6, Bless the Broken. And this horse is cross-entered in the Bourbonnette Oaks, a Kentucky Oaks points race at Turfway Park on March 22nd. So we'll have to see which spot they decide to run in. She was 2nd in the Silver Bullet Day. She was 3rd in the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra, but that was only a 4-horse field. And so those were her last 2 starts. So look for her to try to get involved from off the pace if she ends up running in this spot. The horse that I picked to finish 8th is number 8, Secret Faith, another horse that's cross-entered. This one is cross-entered in the Crescent City Oaks at Fairgrounds Race 5 on March 22nd. So obviously a talented Louisiana-bred filly here. As I mentioned earlier, she's 7 for 8 overall, and the only race she lost, she missed by a head. And she's won 5 state-bred stakes races, and I think that if she does run here, she's going to be a pace factor at the least. The horse that I picked to finish 7th is the 4 Jenkin, and this horse won back-to-back 1-mile races at Oaklawn last year, and one of those victories was the Year's End Stakes. And then she was 69-1 in the Grade 3 Honeybee last time, and she was stalking the pace in 5th, and then she retreated in the stretch. She finished 8th in a 13-horse field, and she was beaten 13 lengths, and that race was on February 23rd. So she has some stalking speed, but she's going to need to run faster. Number 6, the horse that I picked to finish 6th is number 2, Gowells Delight, and she stalked the pace, and she broke her maiden by 5.5 lengths. That was in her dirt route debut, and that was at Fairgrounds late last year. And then she went off Lasix. She chased the pace, and she faded in a 5-horse field to finish 4th, beaten 14 lengths in the Martha Washington on January 25th. And then last time she set the pace in the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra Stakes on February 15th, and she was second best in that 4-horse field. And the winner there was Good Cheer, and she won that race by 6.25 lengths, and she is in this race as well as the favorite. And Brian Hernandez Jr. got aboard Gowells Delight last time, and this Kenny McPeak filly is a practical joke filly, and she should be all over the pace in this spot. The horse that I picked to finish 5th is the 5, Her Laugh. Now, she stalked, and she broke her maiden by a head, and that was from post 11 at 29-1 odds when she debuted at 6 furlongs last November. And then she stretched out in distance second time out. That was the Untappable Stakes at Fairgrounds in December. The slow fractions there really helped her. So she was able to get out there and control the pace, 49 for the half, 113 4 for the 6 furlongs. So she stole that race on the front end, and she won it by 2.5 lengths. And then she was the favorite in the Suncoast Stakes when she shipped to Tampa Bay Downs on February 8th. But she blew the break there, and she did run on to finish second. La Cara was able to romp that day, and Her Laugh lost her best chance at the start in that event. So Irad Ortiz Jr. will ride back. He rode her last time. She should be forwardly placed this time if she is able to get out of the gate in good order. The horse that I picked to finish 4th is number 3, Ahavah, and she is very light on experience, to say the least. She's only had that one 6-furlong race. And she was the favorite in that race. That was at Fairgrounds on February 15th, and she got to the front from the inside post, and she won that race by 1.5 lengths. It was a good effort as the favorite, and they paid $400,000 for this City of Light filly. And I think maybe they're going to try to make the lead in here. She's stretching out, second career start. With lacking that experience, maybe their best chance is to get out there, try to run them off their feet in this event. And Jose Ortiz will ride back for Sherry DeVoe, a productive jockey trainer team at the Fairgrounds. The horse that I picked to finish 3rd is the 9, Quickick. And I think she has a decent shot to hit the board in here. Now, she did rally to finish 2nd in the Grade 1 Alcibiades at a 1.16 last year. And at that same 1.16 distance, she rallied to finish 3rd in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. And then she returned in the Honeybee on February 23rd. And she did make a move in the middle of that race. And then she did end up finishing 5th in that 9-horse field. Now, in that Honeybee, the forwardly placed runners were just doing best there. So the forwardly placed runners were just able to get out there and control that race and run 1, 2, 3 all the way around the track. For Quickick, that was her first start in more than 3 months, and she only had 4 published workouts heading into that race. So I think that maybe she was a bit short. The race didn't set up for her either, and she has been stabled at Fairgrounds all winter. So now she's back at Fairgrounds, and she has 2 local workouts since that needed race in the Grade 3 Honeybee. And Tyler Gaffleone's her new rider. They paid $550,000 for this McKenzie filly. I think she can get involved from off the pace and maybe hit the board in this spot. The horse that I picked to finish 2nd is number 1, Girl Math. And I think that inside post is really going to help her cause. And she did choose this spot over the Virginia Oaks on March 15th. So she was entered in that Virginia Oaks. She scratched. She's running here instead. And she did finish 2nd in 3 straight maiden special weight dirt races at Churchill Downs last year. And she was the beaten favorite in back-to-back races at a 1.16. And then she added blinkers and Lasix, and she rallied from post 11, and she broke her maiden as the favorite. And that was an all-weather route at Turfway on January 2nd. And then she lost Lasix last time, and she was 5th in an 11-horse field in the Cincinnati Trophy on February 21st. So they did pay $300,000 for this one. This is a McKenzie filly. Flavien Prat does stick with her, and she should save all the ground behind the speed in here. And the inside post is 22% at this distance at the Fairgrounds this meet. And I do like her chances to hit the board in here. So I think that she can just sit behind the speed, save all the ground, scoot up the inside, and maybe complete the exacta behind your heavy favorite and my top choice, number 7, Good Cheer. Tough to go against Good Cheer in this spot. She was the favorite in all 5 starts, and she stalked the pace, and she won all of those races. And she did win her first 2 races by a combined 25 1/4 lengths. And then she stepped up in class and tried Stakes Company in the Rags to Riches in October. And she won that race by 4 3/4 lengths. And then she finished up her juvenile season with a 2 1/2 length victory over Quiet Side in the Grade 2 Goldenrod. So that was a good effort in November at Churchill Downs. And then the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra Stakes was her first start this year. That race was scratched down to 4 horses. It was on February 15th, and she just dominated that race. She won it by 6 1/2 lengths. Luis Saez is going to have her in a good stalking spot in here, and he was aboard for her last 4 wins, and she just looks tough to overhaul. If she just runs her race, they're not going to beat her in this spot. She'll probably stalk lively or at least honest fractions, and I think that she'll just outfinish these and get the job done as the favorite. We do have some wagering strategies in here. Probably not a lot of money to be made in this race, but we'll play a cold exacta, number 7, good cheer over number 1, girl math, and then play a trifecta, and we're going to use number 7 on top in here. That's good cheer, and then the 1 and 9 I'm going to key underneath. So the overall wagers in this race: exacta 7-1, trifecta key 7 with the 1-9, another trifecta 7 with 1-9 with all, and then the final trifecta 7 with all with 1-9. And that will wrap up my look at the Grade 2 Fairgrounds Oaks. And if you want a free pick each day, go over to the runawayhorse.com and click on the Better Bets blog tab at the top of my homepage. You can get a free pick from around the country each day. And don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos if you like them. Subscribe to my channel as well. It's free to subscribe, and I post horse racing videos on my channel every week. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.